Hey guys, it's Jesse Erfel here. I'm back, and today I'm going to talk about a subject that's it's a bit different, and it's a bit more deep. But like I said in a previous video of mine, I strive to help others going through issues that I could just possibly help them with that I've experienced, or maybe issues that I haven't directly experienced, but know some things about. Today I'm going to be talking about intrusive thoughts that you can't seem to get out of your head, which is a lot more common than you think. And I feel like a lot of people feel like they're alone, and I want it's just this is just a friendly reminder to you guys that you're not alone, and a lot of things that you experience on a day-to-day or week-to-week, month-to-month basis, however often it is, happens to other people as well. And that's super important for you to know, and I feel like that fact alone can help you out. So, what I mean by an intrusive thought is a thought that you can't seem to control, that comes into your mind that repeatedly throughout your day, and it's reoccurring of a similar theme or a similar thought. Maybe it's the exact same thought. Just an example. A thought about just you somehow dying throughout the day. Like, it's something like where you walk out of your house and you're walking down the sidewalk to go to the bus stop or to the corner store, and you think, you just can't help but think, it just comes into your mind, like, holy shit, like, what if that bus just comes up on the curb and kills me right now? Or, like, what if while I'm crossing the street, that truck doesn't stop at the red light and kills me? Or, like, what if I get struck by lightning? Well, that's kind of, I mean, it would have to be, if you think that when it's not thunderstorming, then that's a whole other level, but I mean, you never know, right? Sometimes your brain just plays tricks on you and you can't seem to stop what you're thinking. Those are some examples. That exact thought hasn't happened to me. That's just something I thought at the top of my head right now. For me, my biggest thought is about reality and about just life in general, how this whole thing is all possible. I think this is the introverted side of me that is kind of dangerous, because I get stuck in my own head and I can't find my way out, and I can really start to freak myself out. I really can. So if I keep just digging deeper in my thoughts and just going and going and going, I could think some crazy things that don't even make sense to the average person. Maybe it might make sense to one of you, but it doesn't make sense to the average person. Like, an example is just looking at my pet, like my dog Callie. Like, how is she real? Like, how is she different from other dogs? Like, how is she like, how is she living? See, it sounds nuts when I just say it out loud. So this is the trick. For a lot of thoughts like this that are ridiculous, and you know in the back of your mind, in your logical, like, rational mind, you know it doesn't make sense. So I think, like, we're human beings, we have complex brains, we're smart, and I think we know, excuse me, oh my god, if I was in public right now, people would be freaking out. I do have allergies in April and May. It's just a thing. I sneeze. It's the pollen, not the Rona. But Plus, just fun fact, it's not a common symptom of COVID-19. Sneezing, dry cough, body aches, chills, fever. Anyways, yeah, say it out loud. Be like, my dog isn't real. My mom isn't real. The world isn't real. These are thoughts that I actually have. I sometimes get stuck, like, I don't understand how it's real. How am I real? Like, how am I? You just say it out loud. If it's a ridiculous thing that sounds ridiculous. A ridiculous thing that sounds ridiculous. That's exactly what it is, though. Just say it out loud, repeat it, and laugh about it. It's one strategy. Not the most helpful. What I find, actually, this is a very hard thing to grasp and be able to do, but I think the easiest thing for intrusive thoughts is to just actually let the thought happen. Literally, like, just, if you have a really weird thought, oh my goodness, like, that knife right there, I could just stab somebody with, or something crazy like that. When you're cutting something, or like, I could just cut my finger open right now. Just let it happen. Let the thought go through your mind and just accept the thought. Whatever. A thought that's running through your mind doesn't define anything about you. It's just a thought. And that's something you have to just get a hold on to and realize. It doesn't mean anything. Not everything you think is going to mean something. You're always going to be thinking about something. It doesn't mean that it's true, or it is telling something, there's like something behind it that's like really gonna affect your life. It's just a simple thought, and some of them you can't control. And I find the longer you just, if you keep having these repeated or recurring thoughts that are intrusive and kind of disrupting your day-to-day life, you kind of just have to let that happen and ride it out. That is the thing that helped me the most, is just letting the thought happen. Things about reality. This isn't real. That isn't real. Let it go through your mind. And don't think too much about it. Don't try to fix the issue, because you know the issue isn't there. Unless we're talking about a different mental disorder or a different mental illness. Maybe you don't know the difference. That's a totally different issue, though, and I'm not going to get into that. But, like, if you do know that the thought isn't true, but it's just bothering you constantly, and then you try to fix it, and, like, it's going to get 10 times worse. 10 times worse. So if you just let the thought pass through your mind, don't judge it, and just move on, and then distract. That's the next step. Distract. Okay, now I'm going to go for a workout, or I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm going to watch a funny show. Just do that, and let your mind wander, though. Don't stop it. Don't be like, stop it. This is stupid. I'm thinking stupid. Because that's just going to fuck you up even more. It will, and it will never end, and you could ruin half your day, or maybe your whole day, on one stupid thought. So just accept it. Keep going on. So those are two strategies. One, repeat it out loud. If it's stupid and your rational mind knows it's stupid, repeat it out loud and laugh at it. Two, let it happen. Don't judge it. Distract. The next thing, I don't recommend because it doesn't work for me, but that's actually trying to find the root of why you're thinking it. This is just something I've read online on a forum. It's helped a lot of people. But if you're try to find the root cause of this thought, and then try to address that, and then once you do that, try to fix that problem, and then maybe it can go away. I can't get too in-depth on that because that doesn't work for me. I think that's with more direct thoughts that are related to something that you can clearly identify, like if you're just having thoughts about like, oh, I feel so alone, I don't think people like me, something like that is a thought that's probably related to a past event or a trauma in your life, or something that's just something that's happened to you recently, whether it's a breakup or it's a friend kind of betraying you, or something happening, a fallout with a friendship, something embarrassing happening recently. That could be why you're thinking thoughts like that. And then you could address that problem and try to fix that and work on that and work on yourself. But for most intrusive thoughts, I recommend the distract and the let it pass through your mind, or say it out loud and laugh at it. I hope this helped a bit. I hope I got through to some of you, and I hope it makes sense. Feel free to send me a message about anything. Nobody's mind's perfect. There's going to be easier days than other days, harder days than other days. But life isn't easy. Your mind can do some crazy things. Just try to find some ways to help yourself through it, though. You're not alone. Cheers. Have an awesome day. Hope everyone's hanging in there. Till next time.